Hello friends, I am Najmi sir, lecturer in business studies, Vishwamana College, Chitradurga. In last class we have discussed about the different concept of staffing. Okay, in today's video we are going to start one more new chapter called directing. That is your 7th chapter of your syllabus. Okay, from this particular chapter you will get around 11 marks. This chapter give you or fetches you the 11 marks. As day-to-day life we use the word direct her, direct him. Okay, we use the word in day-to-day life. Now let us discuss what exactly the directing is in the management, in the organization, how we are going to direct the subordinates of the employee. So this directing is one of the functions of management. Directing is one of the function or key functions of management. Okay, directing is one of the functions of management, and it is considered as a most important functions of management, because without the directing functions, no other functions of management like planning, organizing, staffing, controlling, no other functions of management can effectively perform. Okay, without this function, other functions of management cannot be effectively performed. Okay, that is why it is considered as a one of the key element or one of the key functions of management. It is directing is one of the connecting, linking as well as activating link between the various functions of management. It is directing is connecting and activating link. It is a connecting and activating link among or between various functions of management. As I told you, this is considered as a directing considered as a key functions of management. Okay, so it is connecting. Okay, it is a connecting and activating link. It brings the bridge between the various or the other functions of management. Directing is one of the connecting link between the various functions of management. The various functions of management like planning, organizing, okay, staffing we have, okay, we have communication, we have leadership, we have motivating. Different functions of management are there. So without a directing function, without this function, no other functions can be effectively done. Okay, so if directing is not there, other functions are successfully we are not going to be performed. Okay, that is why it is called as a connecting and activating link between the various functions of management. So directing is essentially, okay, it is essentially concerned with mobilizing and synthesizing the human resource as well as its efforts. Okay, synthesizing the efforts of human resources in order to achieve the organizational objective. So the main focus of directing is it is mainly or majorly concerned with mobilizing. So this directing function is essentially concerned with mobilizing. Okay, mobilizing nothing but transferring of resources from one place to another place. That is what mobilizing. And synthesizing is nothing but combining various elements, joining or integrating the different components is called synthesizing. So this directing function majorly concentrate. Okay, the purpose of directing is concerned with mobilizing and synthesizing the human resource as well as its efforts. Okay, we are combining or we are integrating the integration of different efforts of the different department. Okay, the efforts of the human resource is combined in order to what? Why we are doing mobilizing and synthesizing? In order to achieve objectives of the organization, in order to achieve the goals of the organization. That is what the directing is all about. So directing is one of the key functions of the management. It is one of the very important functions of management. Okay, this directing function is considered as it brings the connectivity and activates, okay, which activates link between the various functions of the management. It acts as a link between the various or among the different functions of the management. Without this function, that is without directing functions, no other functions of management can be effectively performed. Okay, this is usually concerned with, it is majorly or it is essentially concerned with mobilizing as well as synthesizing the human resource and its efforts in order to achieve the organizational objective. Usually, the business organization, they give much importance to the management of the organization. Okay, they give much priority for the managers who are capable to lead others. Those the managers who are capable enough to use their capacity in order to control or in order to lead the people in the organization. So in order to lead the people, the manager use the different ways, various methods, various ways, various techniques in order to motivate, in order to direct, in order to guide, in order to counsel, in order to inspire the subordinates of the organization. This collectively called as, okay, directing, counseling, guiding, communicating, this collectively called as a directing, that is called as a directing. So usually almost all the organization, they give much importance, much priority to the managers in the organization, who in turn leads the people in the organization. Lead the people in the sense they are the one who is going to guide the subordinates, okay, who are going to motivate the employees of the organization, who are going to inspire the employees of the organization. Why these are all doing? Inspiring, communicating, guiding, directing, instructing in order to achieve what? In order to achieve the objectives of the organization. This communicating, motivating, leading, all collectively called as a directing. Clear? This is what the concept of directing. Now let us discuss what the meaning of directing. So coming to the meaning of directing, in ordinary, in general, in layman's life, directing here refers to telling people what to do and seeing that whether they are doing to their best or not. That is called directing. Okay. So here, in ordinary sense, directing refers to the giving instructions, giving guidelines in order to carry out their work in the organization. That is what in general way. Okay. So here, usually in day-to-day life, we come across the many situations where the hotel manager guides his supplier how to serve to the customers, how to serve the customers. And even in case of film industries, the director is going to guide the artist how to perform in the movies. Okay, that is what directing. So here, even in the classroom, teacher or the lecturer is going to guide the student in order to complete his assignment. That is what here. Under directing, what happens, we are going to tell the people what to do, okay, what they have to do, and seeing that whether they are doing or not, whether they are doing to their best or not. It is through the directing the managers in the organization gets the things done by others. Okay, as we know the meaning of management. The management here refers to the art of getting things done by others. So with the help of directing and with the help of the directing functions, okay, the managers in the organization, they get the things done by the others. Others here refers to the subordinates in the organization. So the directors, they are going to issue the guidelines, okay, they instruct the people or they instruct the subordinates to perform the activities in the organization so that the objectives of the organization can be achieved. So one of meaning briefly. Now let's discuss the exact meaning of directing. So directing is a process of instructing, guiding, counseling, motivating and leading people in the organization so that they can achieve the objectives of the organization. So here, directing is a process, it is a continuous process, whether irrespective of the person who hold the position of manager. If a person leaves the manager position, another will occupy the position. He also, another third person will also direct the subordinates in the organization. That is what? It is a process. It is a continuous process. It is never ending process until the winding up of the organization. Directing will be continuous. Okay. It is a process of instructing. So instructing here refers to the giving the guidelines. Okay. Giving information. Okay. Guiding the people in the organization. That is what? Instructing, guiding. Guiding is what? How they have to do the work. Okay. So we are going to monitor, we are going to supervise the work of the employees so that they can perform in the organization effectively and efficiently. So here we are not only giving instructions, not only giving information, but also we are seeing that whether they are doing their best or not. We are also guide them, and counseling. Counseling here refers to the here we are going to take the individual care of an employee. So here counseling is referred to the we are going to have a casual talks with the employee so that their problems can be understood, their psychological mind can be, their behavior can be understood. Okay, so that is what counseling. Counseling and motivating. We are going to encourage them, we are going to motivate them in order to work in the organization. So in motivation we have different methods of motivation that we will discuss in the later class. And motivating and leading the people, helping the people in the organization. Why these all are doing? Why they are instructing? Why they are guiding? Why they are counseling? Why they are motivating? In order to what? In order to achieve the ultimate objectives of the organization. That is what the directing is. Directing is a process of, it is a continuous process, it is never ending process. Directing will be exist until your organization will be exist in the market. Okay, so directing is a process of instructing, giving information, guiding whether they are doing or not. Okay, accordingly you are going to supervise their work, communicating them. Okay, and even counseling. Counseling is what? The behavior of the individual, the problem what they are facing, that all will be counseled. Okay, friendly talks we will have with the superior. Okay, counseling, motivating with the different incentive schemes, as well as leading, helping them, guiding them. People in the organization, the subordinates in the organization, with them all this is doing. Okay, in order to what? Why this all are doing? In order to achieve the objectives of the organization. Whatever the targets they have fixed, in order to achieve that target, in order to achieve that objective, all these things will be done. Okay, and this without these functions, without directing, without having communication, the other functions of management, okay, the other functions like planning you may take, organizing you may take staffing, you may take controlling, the different functions whatever we have, okay, other functions of management is incomplete. Okay, if there is a directing, if there is a coordination, then only the objectives of the organization can be achieved. That is what the directing is all about. So this directing function encompasses or includes. This directing function includes three things. One is communication. Next is motivation, and last one is leadership. So here, this directing involves three things. One is communication. Communication is nothing but here comes your instructions and guiding. Okay, instructions and giving instructions, giving guidance by the superior or by the managers to the subordinates. That is what that comes under the communication. Coming to the motivation, here we are going to encourage the employees in the organization through giving the different incentives, like it may be financial incentives, it may be a non-financial incentives, motivating the people in the organization in order to achieve the objective with the different schemes. Next comes to the leadership. Leadership here refers to here also comes guiding, okay, advising and helping the people in the organization. You may advise the employees, okay, you may guide the employees, or even you may help along, you may work along with the employee. That is what the leadership is. So in directing includes three different functions again. One is communication, another is motivation, and another one is leadership. Now let us discuss discuss one more important topic called features and the importance of directing. This particular question is features and importance of directing. This is 4-mark question. Let us discuss one by one importance as well as the feature of directing. First and foremost importance of directing is initiate actions. Direction initiates the action. What is initiativeness? Initiativeness means what? An individual taking responsibly by himself without somebody's pressure, without somebody's force. Okay, that is what we say initiation. Okay, initiates action. Direction will initiate the action among the among the managers. Okay, so as we know that direction is one of the key managerial function. Without a direction function, other functions of the management will remain ineffective. Okay, so direction gives a lead, gives a meaning to the other functions of management. If direction, without a direction, the other functions of management will remain ineffective. So effectively we cannot perform. As a managerial function, the manager has to direct the employee, direct his subordinates. Okay, he will guide the subordinates. Along with that, while performing the other functions of the management, other functions like planning, organizing, staffing, controlling, the different other functions whatever we are having. So by performing that, along with that functions, directing functions will be performed. So directing function helps to initiate action by the people in the organization. So this direct functions helps the people in the organization, help the subordinates in the organization to carry out their activities. So directions in the meaning itself we understood that direction is what? Giving instructions, giving guidelines so that the people of the organization carried out their work. Okay, in doing their activity it is useful, it is helpful. That is what the simple meaning of directing. So as directing, as a manager directs the employee so that they can effectively carry out their activities in the organization. If a superior or if a manager directs the employee, okay, he directs, he guides, he instructs and he clarifies his doubt, whatever the problem he is facing. If he clarifies, then automatically the employees get motivated, he will perform very well in the organization. When will it happen? When he directs, when he communicates with this superior, with the subordinate, with his worker, then only the initiativeness can be happen. Get it? Next, what is that? Initiate action. Initiate action. Initiate actions means here what? So the directing helps in initiating the activities or initiating the actions in the organization through giving guidelines, through guiding, through communicating the subordinates in the organization so that they can effectively carry out their activity. That is what the first importance of directing. Next is what? It takes place at every level of management. Of course, this directing function will be happen at every level of the management. Okay, we have 3 levels. Okay, 3 levels of management: top, middle and lower level. So this every managers from the top executive to the superior perform the directing functions. They continuously have to guide their immediate workers. Okay, the top level management will guide the middle. Okay, middle will guide the lower will guide the foremanship. So at every level of the management, directing functions will be performed. That is what it takes place at every level of the management. Next is continuous process. Directing is a continuous process. It is never ending process. Directing function will be continue until and unless your organization will exist in the market. If your organization wind up, okay, if you close up your organization, then only your directing function will be closed. Until and unless your organization exists, the directing functions will be continuous. That is what? Continuous process. So as we know that people may come and people may go, irrespective of the managerial position held by any individual. Okay, the person who occupy the managerial position, he may continue he may leave that position. Okay, other person may take up that charge of management, but whoever take that position, he will continue to direct the people in the organization. That is what it is a continuous process. Next is what? It flow from top to bottom. It flow from top to bottom. Yes, directing function first flows from the top level to the bottom level with the help of your management hierarchy. With the help of the organizational hierarchy, it flows from the top level. First, it flows from the top level to the bottom level. From top starting, then it comes to the lower level of the management. So, it means that every manager, it flows from the top to bottom level means what? It first, direction will be first take place at the top level and then comes to the bottom level with the help of organizational hierarchy. It means that every manager, every management directs its immediate subordinates. Okay, it is a manager, A is a manager, and B he is working under him, he is an employee. Okay, he has to immediately direct his subordinate, whoever person will be there, whoever employee is working with under him, he has to guide and he has to communicate with his employees. That is what it flows from the top to bottom. So directing is happened, direction can be given when this function can be performed in the organization, when there will be a relationship between the superior and subordinates. When there is a relation exists, superior and subordinate relation exists, then only a direction can be possible. Next is what? It integrates the employees' efforts. It integrates the efforts of the employees in the organization. So this direction achieves the integration in the organization. It creates, this direction function creates the harmony and cooperation among the group of the people in the organization. It brings the harmony, okay, and it will gets the cooperation among the group of the people. Usually in the organization, we will have different departments, okay, different background peoples, okay. There, with the help of the principles of direction, we can get the integration among the different departments of the organization. If the manager, unless and until the manager will not supervise the work in the organization, the desired result we cannot derive. Whatever the result we want, whatever the work we want to collect, okay, we want to get, the management is not going to be get it unless and until he will not direct, he will not supervise the work and his employees, okay, and in the organization. So this particular direction integrates the efforts of the employee. It secures the wholehearted cooperation at all the levels of management with the help of the communication and with the help of the good leadership quality. If a manager possesses communication skills, okay, and if he possesses the good leadership quality, automatically the people is going to be, the subordinates in the organization, they are going to be cooperate with him and achieve the organizational objective. That is what integration, okay. Collectively as a team, they are going to work in order to achieve the organizational objective. When this happens, when the manager when the superior possesses the good communication skill, as well as if he possesses a good leadership quality, if he possesses, automatically he will integrate the efforts of the employee in the organization. Next is what? Motivating. What is motivating? Motivating is here refers to the encouraging the people in order to work in the organization. In order to achieve their objective, we are going to encourage them through the different incentive plans. So motivating is what here? So here, with the help of directing, as we guiding the people to use their fuller capacity, in order to use their fuller capacity, their potentiality, in order to identify their potentiality, we are going to encourage them so that we can extract their work at a full of capacity, at their potential, at their best. We are going to derive, or we are going to extract the work from the employee. So with the help of the different initiative, different motivation schemes, we can get the work from the employees. If an individual, if a manager, if a superior, if he if he have a leadership skill, automatically he will always use. Next one is what? Motivation. Motivating or motivation is nothing but encouraging people so that they can achieve their objectives, so that they can meet up their targets. So directing guides the employee to utilize their capacities. Okay, so to fully realize their capacity and capabilities and potential by motivating and through providing the effective leadership. Okay, as a leader, a manager, as a leader, he is in a position to identify the potential of an employee, potential of his or her employee, so that he encourages to use that potential, so that the potential can be extracted, the work can be get from the subordinates. That is what? Motivation. Next one is what? Facilitates changes. It facilitates changes. Directing helps. Directing can bring the necessary changes in the organization. So generally people in the organization, they will resist to change. Okay, they may not adopt the changes in the organization quickly. If a manager have a capacity, if he clearly communicates the purpose of changes, or if he communicates the methods of changes that we are bringing in the organization, through the well communication, through the good quality of leadership, through the motivation, we can change the people mindset and they can adopt the new changes in the organization. So directing also facilitates in introducing the new changes in the organization. If any individual who resists to change, who does not want changes in the organization, with the help of the good and effective directing, we can change his mind so that he can adopt the new technology or new method in the organization. With the help of the communication or with the help of the motivating, that is nothing but with the help of the effective directing, we can change the mindset of the people in the organization and we can bring the changes in the organization. That is what facilitates changes in the organization. And the last one is, it brings the stability. It brings stability in the organization. With the help of the effective directing, it helps to bring the stability and bring the balance in the organization. Next one is, it brings the stability in the organization. With the help of the effective directing, effective communication, effective leadership quality, as well as the motivation, it brings the integration among the different departments as well as the different group in the organization. It's nothing but integration is nothing but it brings the cooperation among the different departments as well as its increase. It fosters the cooperation as well as commitment among the peoples in the organization, so that they can balancedly work in the organization in order to achieve the objectives, whatever the target they have set, they can be achieved in the organization. This is for the features and the importance of directing. First one is initiate action. So here directing initiates the action. With the help of directing, the people are going to work in the organization through effective directing. It takes place at every level of the management. Each and every level of the management, directing takes place. Continuous process, it is never ending process until your organization will exist. Okay, you are surviving in the market. Till then, your directing process will be continued. The directing functions will be continuous. Next, it flows from the top to bottom. It flows from the top to bottom. At every manager, at every level, he has to communicate, he has to give the instruction, he has to guide his immediate subordinates. It is what it flows from the top to bottom. Integrates the employees' efforts. It combines the different efforts of the different departments as well as it's nothing but it brings the cooperation and coordination among the different departments in the organization so that they can work collectively in order to achieve the set target. Next is motivating with the help of the communication, with the help of a good leadership quality. And next one is what? Facilitates changes. Facilitates changes is nothing but with the help of effective directing, you can bring or you can introduce the new changes in the organization. Last one is bring the stability in the organization. It brings the balance in the organization among the different group, among the different department in the organization through fostering the commitment and the cooperation among the people in the organization. This is what the features and importance of directing. This question will be asked for 4 marks. This is a 4-mark question. Thank you.